Hello Aquarius, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you need me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. All right. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here is a Nine of Wands. This is a very, very good card, very strong card. This is a card that is very connected with purpose, very connected with your intuition, very connected with yourself, right? With your true feelings, your true desires. You really know yourself. And it's through this self-knowledge that you find strength. That's the key word of this card, strength, right? Sun and moon conjoined. Your external reality is a reflection of your internal state, right? Of your knowledge of self. So let's put this into some context. Ooh, an Ace of Swords and an Empress. Interesting. A lot of good cards today. Let's see. Oh, Wheel of Fortune and the Luster Strength card. We've got a lot of really good major arcana energies today too. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot that we are just going to set aside. We'll put Mr. Ed right on top. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together, okay? And it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. But if at any point during the reading you get an idea, a sense, a feeling of what that card is, please put your prediction in the comment section. I want to see if we can collectively raise our vibrations, tap into spirit, tap into source, and start discerning that mystery card together as kind of a group exercise, right? I hope you'll play along with me. But first, let's see what we have. Well, we've got major, 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 major. We definitely have some fire here. We definitely have some water. We have a little bit of air. The only air we have is very clear air, very enlightened air. This is kind of the perfect functioning of your mind right here with this Ace of Swords. And we have some earth energy in terms of this, the Eight of Pentacles here. A lot of very good cards. Nothing here that seems challenging in any way, right? This all seems like very, very good energy. The one challenge that I see is perhaps this moon energy. This is kind of a new moon. This is kind of an uncertainty. And I think a lot of good things are happening in your life, and I think that we really just need the confidence to go forward with these things, okay? Because this moon energy, this card here, this could kind of enable us to hesitate. This is a card that says, hey, it's scary out here. You don't know what the future is going to be. There are monsters in the dark, right? So we might hesitate to venture out because we can't see the future, because it's not daylight out there, right? So this is a card that says, the future is dark and scary and uncertain, so maybe you shouldn't go that way, right? And I think a lot of people would say, you're right, I'm staying home. But not you, because you've got this strength, you've got this illumination that comes from within. So that, yes, there may not be a lot of light in this future right now, so where you can see what's on the other side of that, but you're bringing the lamp. You are the lamp, right? You are the lamp. And I think you're a very strong-willed person. I think that when you commit to something, you follow through. Okay? when you give your word, when you offer a promise, when you take an oath, you don't break it, right? It's exactly what this Ace of Swords is. This is the word. This is your promise. This is your commitment. I think this month it's going to be very important for you to consider making this promise, making this commitment. Okay? And it could be that we're kind of feeling this moon energy. We're kind of thinking, well, it's uncertain. It could be, I can't really see what's on the other side of this, therefore maybe I should not make this promise. Maybe I should not commit to this thing. Maybe it's an opportunity, maybe it's a relationship. It's maybe something that involves a younger feminine energy water sign person. Maybe a Pisces. Maybe a Pisces. I'm getting a K name as well. There might be something going on with this person that we're considering some sort of a partnership, a commitment, maybe a mentorship, maybe going into business, maybe going on a trip with them, something maybe with this person, but we're not sure. The Moon card says there's some uncertainty here. Can't quite see how it's going to end up, right? Can't quite see it. The Eight of Pentacles in the past, or not so much the past, but the energy that kind of moves you forward. What's behind you, right? And this Eight of Pentacles is a cautious energy, right? And this is where we run into a little bit of this dilemma, because we have this uncertainty. Well, we're this sun kind of moving into it. We know the closer we get, the more we can see. We know once we start this journey, then we'll be able to see more. You know, once you give your word, once you make that promise, you make that commitment, you're going to see it through till the end. But we're kind of cautious about the decisions we make. We're not rushing into anything, right? We're taking our time, we're being thoughtful, we're being mindful, and we're stepping very carefully, you know. And I think honestly that this month it's the month where you need to decide this. Because maybe this opportunity hasn't presented itself yet, maybe it has. I think the idea here is that in November you have the opportunity to commit to this. And I think if you don't, then you don't, but this is the month where you need to make that decision. Okay? And I think that this decision has the potential to affect the rest of your life. We're ending the path of the serpent with these two major arcana cards. It's kind of putting us on a different life path, a different cycle, right? With the Wheel of Fortune card here, it's almost like we're jumping timelines here. And of course, we've got this very creative Strength card at the end. I think this, honestly, the more I feel this out, it feels like this is the most important month of the year for you. It feels like the entire year was culminating in right now. Everything was leading up to this moment and this big decision. Are you going to commit to this thing? Are you going to make that promise, take that oath? Are you going to do this thing? You know? Whatever the thing is, it's represented by this Princess of Cups. Right? Because this is what we're kind of looking at as far as like our linear progression. And this might be, because it's a Princess of Cups, this is the Fish and the Percolator card. This might be something that really seems, in some ways, seems too good to be true. In some ways, it seems like it is a dream come true. It's something that is kind of unexpected. It could, like, I'm getting this feeling like it's something that you always kind of dreamed of, right? So part of you is just like, yes, of course I want it. Of course I want to do this, go on that journey, make that commitment, take that trip, whatever it is. But then there's another part of you that says, well, yeah, this was my dream 20 years ago. Maybe it's not so practical now because, see, we've got that very practical Eight of Pentacles behind us. And I think we've always been rather cautious. I wonder if this isn't an opportunity for you to, in some way, throw caution to the wind, right? Caution, wind, right? Very, very bad pun. It could be that this is that one turning point, that very pivotal moment in your life where we lean a little bit more toward risk than we do caution. Does that make sense? That we try to, well, we always try to do things by the book. We try to, be a little bit prudent, cautious, tread lightly, tread carefully, slowly, pay attention to details. We don't rush into anything. Maybe this is the one time where we need to do a little bit of the other thing. We need to do a little bit of the impulsive kind of jumping into it, right? Maybe with this lust or strength card, just to kind of allow yourself to feel the passion and commit to something. Trust in yourself. We've got this Nine of Wands here. You're in a good position to trust your higher self, to trust your intuition. And if you feel a great passion toward this opportunity, take it, right? Take it. But down beneath everything, we've got the Empress energy. This to me is kind of, this is almost like the universe just saying, hey, you have a safety net, right? That if you take this big leap, you take this big risk, you make this big commitment, if it doesn't work out, you're still going to be okay, right? I think that we've always kind of been cautious. We've always been careful, right? And this is an energy that's very risk averse. Making the small kind of guaranteed investments, right? This is kind of saving your money in your mattress rather than putting it in a volatile stock market or something. This is not a financial reading. But I think the Empress is saying that, look, you're going to be okay either way. So if this is something you feel passionate about, even though we can't exactly see how it's going to end up, you should probably go for it. I think this is the month. This is the pivotal month for you. Let's do a Divine Doorway card. Because we have that Moon energy, I want to do a Doorway card and see if it might encourage us one way or the other, if it might help us to see that, look, whatever might be on the other side of this, it's going to at least be a exciting new experience. And even if it doesn't work out, you still have a home to come back to, right? Let's see. Jude's song. A reminder for even the most hopeless of lost cases, you can find peace within the strangest of places. Well, the strangeness is what really does remind me of the fish in the percolator, the Princess of Cups, right? Or the Page of Cups in Rider-Waite-Smith, which I always say is the fish in the percolator. Because it's a youth that's holding a goblet and there's a fish coming out of it, right? It's strange. It's the uncanny. It's the novel. It's the new. It's the, I don't know what this means, but I like it, So that's the interest, I think. And maybe if we look at it that way, this Moon energy is really what's enticing you because it's unknown. It's mysterious. It's magical, right? Could be dangerous. There could be mythical creatures and monsters here. And maybe that's part of the allure, right? But then on the other side, we're very practical and said, well, I don't need any monsters. I need to pay my bills and, do the very practical things. But I think this is the month where you're going to be asked, do you want to buy the ticket and take the ride or not? Very pivotal month for you, Aquarius. Now, moving to the path of the serpent. Got a 10 of Cups here. Okay, 10 of Cups, it's kind of a very stable thing. But see, the tens, while it seems like complete happiness, sometimes I say this is the picture-perfect happiness, right? But I think we all know that what seems like picture-perfect happiness is not always the case. The tens are not as stable as they appear. Because once we get to the 10, then there's no other place for the energy to go except back to a 1, back to an ace, right? So to have this 10 of Cups as your general energy, I feel like you've kind of experienced everything you can experience now. So I feel like you're ready for a new beginning. You're ready for the next adventure. You're ready to get back to an ace, and because an ace, right? It's still an experience in seed form. And not to get too technical, but when you get to a 10 of Cups, what's the next suit in the tarot? Well, the swords. So you go from a 10 of Cups to the Ace of Swords. That is the very next step for the chi, for the energy to flow. And then from the Ace of Swords, we get 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10 of Swords, right? We're not there yet. This is really the only air energy we have. So to me, this is saying you're ready for this. That there's really no other logical move for you to make but to take this opportunity, make this commitment, go after this new and novel mystery, adventure, whatever it is. And I feel like when you really feel it, think about it, when you really examine yourself, you'll see that, yeah, there's not much left for you where you are right now. You've experienced everything you could possibly get, right? Your cups are full in this current situation. Let's move into the next phase of things. Let's move into the next phase of our life. The next phase of the energy, of the chi, right? And I think this pretty much sums it up. This is big. This is a significant move. I think you have everything you need to take on this new adventure. But we've got this Queen of Wands in the environment. Now, this could be a couple of things. The Queen of Wands could be maybe an older feminine energy who doesn't want you to go, doesn't want you to do it. It's kind of this, I get this feeling like maybe we don't want to disappoint this person. Maybe, and they may be a Sagittarius person. I get this feeling like we don't really want to leave this person because they'll feel a little bit disappointed. I kind of get the feeling that they're a little overbearing, perhaps. And this could be a boss, a supervisor, could be a spouse, could be a friend, family member, I don't know. Could be a maternal energy. But I get the feeling that there's somebody else in your life that wouldn't approve of this opportunity because it would maybe put some distance there. It would maybe take you away from them in some way. Okay. And even if this is only kind of like an intellectual adventure, maybe you're not leaving the house, it's still taking your interest away from them. It's taking your focus away from them because you have something new that you're focused on. Right? This is also a card, I think, that represents you and your innate desire to control your circumstances. So this, to me, signals back to this moon energy and says, well, there's still this reluctance in you because we can't, if we don't know the future, if this is still kind of a dim, dark future beyond this doorway, maybe I'll turn this the other way so we can see the door. See, even that doorway is dark. We can't really see what's on the other side of that. Well, that interferes with our sense of control. Right? I'd be more ready to do this if I felt like I had more control over it. Okay? That's something else we have to deal with, something else we have to examine. Both of those interpretations may apply to this Queen of Wands in this position. Now we have the Wheel of Fortune here. This is all about timing. This is, I think, a card that says, take it or leave it. Now's your chance. Right? But this is the card we don't want. It's almost like we don't want the ultimatum, almost, I kind of feel with this card that this is like, this is the, what was it, maybe in Polar Express. Remember that movie? Tom Hanks, again, one of my favorite actors. The train pulls up outside the house, right? The conductor comes out and says, are you coming or not? And the kid's thinking, I don't know what to do. I feel like that's kind of where we are, but the train's not going to wait around. Maybe it's going to wait a couple weeks. Maybe this is, like I said, I think November is really the month for you, right? I think this is big. I think this is a very important month, whether you take this opportunity or not. But it's not going to be around forever. The train's going to keep moving. And it may be stopped right in front of your house right now. But eventually, according to the schedule, this is the cosmic wristwatch, right? Spirit's timepiece. The train's going to continue on. Are you going to be on board or not on board? I think that's the big question. The final card here is this Luster Strength card. Now this is, well, for one thing, this is courage. This is kind of saying that, look, yeah, you may not know what this is going to be like or how successful it will be or how you will fare in this new thing, this new place, this new experience, this new path. But this is a card that says, I'm going to reach right up into the sky and I'm going to pull a star. Right? This kind of says, well, the heck with the moon. I'm reaching past the moon and I'm going to pluck a jewel right out of the vault of the sky. Right? It's a card that says I can do anything. It's a card that can perform miracles, that can tame wild beasts, right? That can basically thrive in any situation. And this really is part and parcel of, well, the other way around. The strength, the Nine of Wands, is part and parcel of this Luster Strength card. Right? It's this inner certainty that you can perform miracles, that you can tame wild beasts, that you can thrive in any situation. Because you've always got a home to go back to. The universe has got you. So, why not be bold and take this opportunity? Right? Seize the day, so to speak. Seize the night. I like that. I think seize the night. So, Luster Strength card. But let's look at the mystery card. Let's see if that could give us some sort of confirmation. I think it will. But what is it going to be? Well, if you have a guess, put your guess in the comment section. Okay, pause the video if you want. I'm just going to look around, try to feel what it might be. Right away, I get like a bunch of swords, right? And I don't want the swords. I want us to just kind of have this oath to make this commitment. I want us to just say yes, worry about the rest later. Maybe this will be another Ace of Swords. Maybe it'll be an Ace of Pentacles. Maybe it'll be a Ten of Pentacles, right? Showing how wonderfully this is going to work out if we would just take the risk now. So yeah, I'm going to say it's going to be some pentacles. I don't know what kind, but no. It's the Two of Swords. See, now, this is what I was afraid of. This is the yes. This is like just, I'm going to ask you the question. I want you to just say yes or no, right? Are you going to do this? Yes. No hesitation. It's instinctual. It's coming directly from your soul. Yes, I want to do this. The longer we wait, the more we talk about it. We start producing more swords. We start thinking, yes, but now there's two options. Now there's kind of like, I kind of want to, I kind of don't. Here are the reasons why, here are the reasons why not. And if we keep delaying, then we get a Three of Swords, and it's even more difficult to get back to our yes. And then we'll have a Four of Swords, a Five of Swords, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Before we know it, the opportunity's gone. We get to the 10 of Swords, it's shattered, it's ruined, it's gone. Train has left the front of your house. So, this is only a 2, thank the heavens. Because we can still resolve this back to our certainty. And this is a matter of shutting your eyes, getting back to intuition, getting back to source. Right? This is a card about choice, but it's a card that says you're either going to weigh the pros and cons, right? Like the justice card, you know, the adjustment card. Or we're going to close our eyes and suspend that judgment. Center ourselves and use our intuition. We still have a chance to get back to the ace, right? The ace really is that oath, that promise, that yes, that commitment. And this is kind of a yes, but let's resolve this. Let's get back to that ace. Okay? I think this is really big for you. We're going to do an extended reading as well. If you want to stick around, click on the link in the corner. All right? That'll give you access to every extended reading, not just for Aquarius, but for every sign. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you, and we're all in this together.